What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another Red Dead Online video. So guys, today we are doing a guide on the blood money missions from yesterday's DLC. So we're taking a look at the crime missions, at the opportunities, and also I'm gonna tell you guys what the easiest way is to actually earn some Capitale. So the first thing that you will have to do if you want to play these blood money missions is basically go to Saint Denis. Over here you will meet with Guido Martelli. He will tell you in a cutscene that there is a currency that the Bronte families use. It's called Capitale, like I already said, and it got in the wrong hands and now it basically wants it back for the people that stole it. So it's now our job to basically get this Capitale back. After the cutscene, you will notice on the map that some of these stranger missions now have a different logo on the map, and these stranger missions, so these locations, are basically the places where you launch the blood money mission. So if you go to one of these strangers, you will see that you now have two options, one for the free roam missions and one for the blood money missions. If you choose the blood money option, you will see that you have a list of crimes that you can play. Now in these crimes, we're basically gonna search for some Capitale, and it's just like stranger missions, you also get paid in gold and in cash. Now you can also notice that some of the crimes are just a single mission and some of them actually have 3 parts, but I will explain in a bit what the difference is between that. So for example, just to give you guys an idea what these crimes are, the first one, the stagecoach stick up, is basically you go to a stable, you kill some people, you find a schedule that's on the top floor, it's always on the top floor, and basically then you go ahead and intercept the stagecoach. Now on this stagecoach there is basically a target, so in some of the missions there will be a target, in some there won't, but on this mission there is a target, he has a bag of Capitale and we basically need to retrieve it. So very similar to stranger missions, just steal something, get something back for someone, or kill someone, or free someone, you guys know it, very simple. So over here the target had a bag, just get the bag and then you just have to get it back. Now if you do this, you actually don't get paid in Capitale, you just get gold and you get cash. If you want to find Capitale, you actually have to loot this guy over here. So if you loot the target, you find 1 Capitale. Now other ways to find Capitale is just by looting people on the missions, but this is a very low chance, or you can also find it in loot boxes. But on this mission, I did it a couple of times, it was always the target that had the Capitale. And they also said when you start the mission that you can only find the Capitale, or most likely will find the Capitale in loot boxes or on people that are noticeable. And with noticeable, they pretty much mean targets or people that are like a little bit special on the mission. So not just regular NPCs that are just red dots on the map. When it comes to the payment for a single crime, it's basically between $20 or $30 depending on how long it took you, or between 0.18 I think gold and 0.4 gold. That's the max that I actually got from a crime. So like I said, finding Capitale is something that you do during the mission. It's not that you get paid in Capitale. You can find it on a target, like I said, or you can find it in loot boxes that you can find. For example, sometimes you have to go ahead and rob a camp, or you have to disturb a camp or something like that, or a house. And in these houses, you will basically find lock boxes, or also chests, for example, or just regular closets. But I haven't found anything in closets yet. So for me, it's generally just lock boxes and then also chests. So this is the way that you can find Capitale. So like I said, it's targets mainly and also the lock boxes. Some people also say that you can find it on regular NPCs, not lawmen I think, but just like gangsters and stuff like that. But the chance of finding it on people like that, so regular NPCs, is very low. Now when it comes to the missions that are actually 3 parts, it's very similar. It's just 3 parts, all of them very similar to the stranger missions. Always again, go ahead and get something or kill someone. But the difference is that on these missions, if you find a lockbox, that sometimes you can actually find 3 Capitale in the same lockbox. While for example on the single missions, the max that I found was just 1 Capitale on a target or in a lockbox. Also for example on the railroad contract on the last mission, you have to get the railroad director, and if you actually rob him or loot him, you also find 3 Capitale. I played this one 3 times and every time I actually found 3 Capitale on this guy. So I think with the 3 parts, because it's 3 missions, you can only find Capitale once in these 3 missions, and that's why it's 3. If you guys actually found 3 in one of the 3-part missions and then also found, for example, 1 on a other mission of the same 3, let me know in the comments. But I think this is the reason why you find 3. It's just because it's 3 missions and only in one of the missions you found Capitale, and that's the reason why it's 3. Now when it comes to the payment of the 3-part missions, every part you get a payment that's kind of the same of the single crimes, but on the last one you also get a bonus. So for example, on the railroad contract, I always get something around 88 cash, and then also I think it was 0.4 gold or something like that. So the payment for doing the 3 missions is actually better. Now then, besides crimes, you also have opportunities. Right now there's only one, but in the future they will add more, and this is basically the reason why you need the Capitale. So Guido Martelli said, if you gain my trust, if you find enough Capitale, I have a bigger opportunity for you. And this is basically where you use the Capitale. So you pay Capitale so you can play the bigger mission, and on this mission you can earn some good cash. Now the first one, the only one that's available right now, is called Covington Emerald. So I'm just going to show you guys very short how this one looks. I haven't found the best way to actually do this, but I just did it 2 or 3 times. I did it my way, but I think there is a better way of doing it. But anyway, you have to go to the St. Denis station, and then basically you have to find a way to get on the train, and on this train you will find the emerald. Now the way I did it over here, I just went around the police and I just went from the back. I did get noticed like this. Maybe there is a way that you can do it stealth. I'm still searching for this, and if I find it I will show you guys. But over here I was just doing it on standard. By the way, if you want to do it on standard, it will cost you 15 Capitale. If you want to do it on hard, it's 20, and if you do it on rootless, it's 25 Capitale. Of course, if you do it on a harder mode, the payout is also better. Now when you get on the train, there's also an option, by the way, to just intercept the train outside of the station. I think this might be better, but there is a chest. In this chest you will find the ruby or the emerald, whatever it is. Get this back to someone, and then you basically are done. That's the mission. Now there's also options to get other chests somewhere else on the map, and this will actually increase your payment. I didn't do it over here, but I think if you also do this, you can actually get paid very good. Now the payment that I got over here on standard, I didn't do it that well, so like I said, I didn't get the extra chest. I got 0.16 gold and then also like 67 cash, which is obviously not that good for a big mission like this. But you also have to keep in mind the crimes, they also pay pretty decent, so it's not like a waste of time. It's just like a extra mission, a extra opportunity like they call it. And like I said, if you do it on rootless, for example, with the extra chest, I think the payment can be good, but I haven't found the details of that. So make sure to subscribe if you want to see that video in the future as well. But that's basically it, guys. So the crimes, collect Capitale by lockboxes or people like targets in the missions, and then if you have Capitale, you can use it for the opportunities, and with these opportunities you can get some good cash. So guys, that was basically it. Let me know if you have any questions or things that you want to tell me, maybe something that I missed. Make sure to like, subscribe, check out my Discord in the description, and peace out, you guys.